hang around people who really do love you and who really want the best for you and who really do push you to just be the best and better version of yourself. This past weekend, I was with some really close family friends, and I'm sitting at my desk. I'm like, man, I left them to come back home to LA, and I feel so rejuvenated. I feel so loved. I feel so not just seen and heard, but I feel like I can just like keep being like my authentic self. And and it's not always, I'm not always in the situations, I'm not always around the people where I can I can do that with. For me, I'm always doing that, but it's always super rare for me is whenever I'm around people who fan that flame, who wants me to speak my truth, to be smart, to be strategic, and to just be, to be my most complete and honest and best self. And I'm not saying that, one thing I would say is that I've been blessed that God or the universe or whatever you want to call it has really brought amazing people into my life personally who work for me, not like literally, but like we work with each other, we're compatible. And I think that's such a huge blessing and such a huge gift, because I don't know if everyone has that in their lives where well, I'll say this. I think that it's so great whenever, for one of the ways I've realized how I attract people who are compatible with me is by me being my true self, my whole self. And sometimes it has detracted the people who just weren't right for me, and it doesn't necessarily make those people bad, but it makes me realize, it just means that, okay, we're not equipped, we're not compatible, and that's okay. But I don't really want to make the video to be about that, but this video is mainly about just really, it's funny because I wanted the video to be about, surrounding yourself with people who really do push you and really celebrate you. But I think the main message of this video is to be true to who you are, and you'll start attracting the right people who are really there for you. I think just, keeping in, I'm gonna say the word boundaries, guys, but I feel like sometimes we put too much leverage on words. But so just keep that in mind. But I feel like just keeping your boundaries, keeping your morals, your values, and just not being fake, being who you really are, expressing what you really like. Obviously, there's a time and place for certain situations, but I think just doing that, it's attracted to me just great people who really do are compatible with me, and it honestly makes life so much more enjoyable when you can be yourself, when who you're around, when you can say, yo, this makes me feel so happy, or you can be your true self, or you can be like, oh, this makes me feel so sad, or I don't like that. And I'm not saying everything's gonna be easy peasy, like lemon squeezy, but I feel like the people who really do value you and respect you, even if they don't agree with a certain thing, like they will understand, well, hey, well, this affects Ashley like this way, this affects Dominic that way, let me just understand that and just respect that. And I'm not saying that everyone in the world is always going to respect you, and if they don't, then you throw a tantrum, or you yell, you scream, or you walk another way. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, at least the people who you choose to be around on a consistent basis, or you choose to let into your world, I would say, like, make sure you're being who you are, so that they can be who they are, and that and you're able to grow, and hopefully they're pushing you and you're pushing them, and that you're loving you're loving one another, guys. I've been up, I've had like 3 hours of sleep, but I really wanted to get this video out to you, so I may be whatever, but don't judge it. The message is there, even though I'm giving you maybe like 2 or 3 messages. But yeah, I'm sitting here writing, and it dawned on me, man. I'm like, man, like there's probably people in life who don't have what I have, who don't have, loving family, friends, loving friends, people who really do let you be who you are. I know for sure I didn't have that at some points in my life. But yeah, and if you don't have that, I know sometimes people ask me for advice, and I can only give the advice that has worked for me, or what I think would work for me. And if you don't have those people in your life, then I would say just keep being who you are, you know, and just like put yourself out there. Whether that be social media, or whether that be, you know, like lending a helping hand to someone who you think you would want to be friends with, or you would want them to be your mentor, or, you know, or vice versa, you know. I think something like that, you know, works, you know. But I really do think like putting yourself out there really helps a lot. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can say in this video, but I think that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, I hope you guys are, everyone who's subscribing to me, like, it means so much to me, guys. I think right now I have like 1,050 subscribers, which, you know, I passed the 1,000 subscribers list. So I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you, you know, for rocking with me. It means so much. You know, while I'm acting and writing and producing and modeling, doing content creation, you know, it's nice. I mean, this is content creation, but I see it as more as like therapy, honestly, and connecting to you guys. But you know, as I'm doing those endeavors, coming on YouTube and speaking to you guys, it really has become a breath of fresh air to me. You know, I'm able to release, I'm able to engage and talk to you guys like in a real, normal, and like as human interactive way as possible, you know. But anyways, guys, hope you guys are having an amazing day, and wherever you are on this beautiful planet. And I will see you guys in the next video, and make sure you subscribe. All right.